out of
So,
Mary.
is the divine nature or the divine person in the womb of Mary, and does it get conceived from Mary?
Oh, I see. No, it doesn't, because divinity is incorporeal and cannot be in a womb. Divinity is spaceless.
So, wouldn't there be a separation between the divinity and the humanity of Christ?
No, there's no separation because both of them are united in one person of Christ.
Yeah, but if the divine nature is not with, I mean, if Mary only gives birth to the human nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
then she'll be the Christotokos, right? And there would be the separation, not the
No,
Theotokos.
no,
There would be
because
this.
because the nature which okay, because the nature which is given birth to by Blessed Virgin is united to the divine person of Christ. And now the divine person of Christ is truly God. So Mary gives birth to truly the Son of God. So there is
But
no
the divine
separation.
person is identical to the divine nature, right?
Of course.
So the divine nature, so the human nature would be united with the divine nature, and would both be in the womb of Mary, or only the human nature?
No, 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 you're not getting it. Incarnation is not divinity entering into time and space as if it was in heaven and then
I
entered
agree.
to it. Yeah, yeah, okay. Christ, even after he assumed the human nature, Christ qua hypostasis remained spaceless, but he was only in location and time qua his human nature.
Okay, let me also ask this: which
Mhm.
nature? So it's along the same reasoning, right? Which
Mhm.
was crucified on the cross? Was it only the human
Sorry,
nature?
which was what?
Oh,
I
which
didn't
nature?
hear you.
Oh, so which nature of Christ was crucified on the cross? Was it only the human nature, or the human, or was the divinity also there present?
It was the divine person of Christ being crucified qua human nature.
So the divine person, which is identical to the divine nature. So basically, the divine nature, qua the human nature, was on the cross,
Sorry, what?
because you believe that the divine person is identical to the divine nature, right?
They are the divine person is identical to divine nature, but they are distinct in ratio. And because they are distinct in ratio, we cannot say that the union took place in nature, but took place in person
Hey,
of
Astro,
Christ.
please
So
define what ratio is before you consider.
okay, so we have identity and also, can you save Adam's time because I'm gonna waste his time? So
Yeah, it's
don't.
5 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. So we have identity and reality, which is sameness prior to any conception of mind in reality, and we have identity, which is identity notion or account or meaning. So because those two are distinct in ratio, we cannot say that the union took place in divine nature, but it took place in the divine person of Christ. And that's why we say that not the divine nature, but the divine person of Christ was crucified qua human nature. So the divine person of Christ
When I copped it, does that
would
make sense?
be. Sorry, I'm explaining it. I'm not
Yes,
doing it.
yes, yes. Go ahead,
All right,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh, so the divine person of Christ is principium code or principle which, and the divine person, sorry, the human nature is the principle by which. So the act is predicated of Christ's divine hypostasis, but it's qua his human nature which is crucified, because divinity cannot be crucified. Divinity is really simple, immortal, eternal, and all that. So it cannot be crucified on a cross, but it's the divine person which is really distinct from the human nature, and it is being crucified qua his human nature.